Sports is in Seattle, Washington, where it is cold on the outside, but it will be warm on the inside. The challenge match between Bjorn Borg and Jimmy Connors. Hello, everybody.
Each man to evaluate the game of his rival.
Anytime I go on the court with Bjorn Borg, and hopefully him with me, you're going to get two guys clashing head-on, whether it's for the money or for pride.
Connors together again on NBC. Bud Collins. Now, this is a challenge match. We know the record of Jimmy Connors in 1982, playing what I think the finest tennis of his career, although he does disagree with that.
Well, I agree with you, Charlie, but who are we? Connors says 1974 was his best year, but of course, virility then. He was a young man, now a doddering 30, but I think he's playing smarter tennis and better tennis.
But the question mark today that hopefully will be answered today, how well is Bjorn Borg playing?
Where is Bjorn Borg? That's the question. I'm curious. Everybody's curious. He's been a missing person throughout 1982. Joe Fraser, that sort of thing, man on man, punching away. It goes back longer, though. 1973, the first time they played, and Borg, in tournament matches, leads 15 victories to 8, and he has won the last 10 in a row, Charlie.
But also, when you speak of the matchup between these two, the one word that comes to mind is Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, indeed, and many of these meetings have been on center court. That's the most important of tennis tournaments, the Big W, and these are two of the most important champions in the history of that event.
All right, so now let's take a look back to center court at Wimbledon, the finest tennis tournament in the world, and the situation of Borg and Connors there. This is Wimbledon, the battlefield of great tennis. The year 1976, Bjorn Borg against Ilie Nastase. For Borg, this was his fourth appearance at Wimbledon, his first final. Borg upset Nastase in straight sets, 6-4, 6-2, 9-7. Leonard Berglund, his coach, joins the celebration. For Borg, Wimbledon title number 1. '77, Bjorn Borg versus Jimmy Connors, 5th set. Borg had Connors 4-love in the 5th, but Jimmy battled back to 4-all, 15-love. But he did not win another point. Borg winning 6-4 in the 5th for Wimbledon title number 2. Borg Connors again in the final. Borg more aggressive than a year ago, not content to stay on the baseline. He hammered Connors in straight sets, 6-2, 6-2, 6-3. For Borg, Wimbledon title number 3. 1979, Borg versus Roscoe Tanner, a surprise finalist. Even more surprising, Tanner took Borg to the 5th set. Tanner attacking, Borg holding him off to win 6-4 in the 5th. Wimbledon title number 4. '80, Borg versus McEnroe, a wild 5-set battle, highlighted by the 4th set tiebreaker, 18-16, where McEnroe saved 5 match points, pushing Borg to perhaps the finest tennis of his career. Borg won 8-6 in the 5th for Wimbledon title number 5. 1981, Borg met Jimmy Connors in the semifinals, another chapter in the saga. This was Borg's greatest comeback, losing the first 2 sets to Connors, who was at the peak of his game. Borg's parents and wife, Mariana, look on. And Borg dramatically took control of the match, winning the last 3 sets, 6-3, 6-love, 6-4. Again, the master of the 5-set match. And it was on to the finals in quest of title number 6. Meet in the finals. Jimmy Connors against the defender, John McEnroe. Connors making one of the most remarkable revivals in sport, improving his serve and attacking more frequently. Connors winning a title many thought beyond his reach. As his wife Patty cheers the champion. It had been 8 years, 1974, since Connors had taken the Wimbledon crown. But this year he did. 6-4 in the 5th set. For Jimmy Connors, his second Wimbledon championship. Set 2, but if it goes to a 3rd set, we will play to conclusion, Bud.
Wimbledonian tradition. You have to win by 2 games if it goes 3 sets. Now, Bjorn Borg, look at him there. Where's he been? Taking the year off. Did he make a mistake? Taking a year off in his prime? Well, we talked to him about that yesterday.
It was great. If we speak about the decision I took, I don't regret anything. I was ready in April to start to play this year, but unfortunately, with all the problems, I decided not to play. And if I have to take the decision tomorrow or today, I will do exactly the same thing as I did. So I don't regret anything.
I regret it, though.
Well, we all regretted it at Wimbledon, but Bjorn talked of the problems, and specifically the Men's International Tennis Professional Council rules stating a certain number of tournaments. Last year it was 9, stipulated that anybody not playing that number of tournaments would have to qualify to play any of the Volvo Grand Prix tournaments. And so there was Borg, one of the great champions of all time, having to go into the qualifier. He did do it at Monte Carlo. He qualified and then lost in the quarterfinals to Yannick Noah. Then he tried to qualify for Las Vegas and lost in the qualifier to Dick Stockton. He was indifferent. The old fire wasn't there, and so he said goodbye until now. Now Connors is back where he's belonged before, and you can hear the response. Jimmy Connors is #1 in tennis again. I didn't expect it. Most people didn't expect it. But how does it feel to Jimmy? We asked him.
I went back to more or less the basics that got me there in the first place. My game was fine and my tennis was fine. It was just being able to separate a couple of things from mostly my family from my tennis, and concentrate on my tennis when I was playing, and then concentrate on my family when I was with them.
So we're about ready to begin. And Bjorn Borg will lead off.
Borg to serve. Connors attacking.
That answers the question. Is Jimmy Connors going to show his new self to Bjorn Borg?
Connors attacking again.
Wide.
Love 30.
That time Connors stayed back.
15-30.
You can't stay back against Borg.
It's hard to beat him from the backcourt. Almost impossible. Uh-oh, and a couple of break points right away.
15-40.
Trying to serve Connors wide to the backhand.
Connors, first game.
A break to start it. Jimmy Connors, a service break of Bjorn Borg Connors. 1-love, first set. We're just underway. Stay
He's
with us.
and a former exceptional player himself for Sweden's Davis Cup team.
Again, Connors attacking. Missing the volley.
Love 15.
Very important for Borg to break back immediately if possible. Get the service break back.
All.
Bjorn Borg. Let's look at his feet. You can sometimes tell how he's feeling by his movement. The Borgie bounce. If he's got it, you know he's going to play tough. What?
15-30.
Now let's watch Bjorn Borg. Always well prepared. The racket always back well ahead of time. And whack. And you can tell, listen, as they go through their rallies, the decided difference in sound between the rackets. Balloons popping overhead. They are in cargo nets.
Part of the closing ceremonies. The balloons are running ahead of schedule.
The balloons can't wait to pop. Oh, I like this shot. Never seen it before in tennis. Now let's see if we can watch the toss of Connors out to the left. Well, not that time.
What an effective serve. Connors says that he is tossing the ball out in front of it more.
Yeah, and a little more to his left. He's getting a little more slice on the ball. And a break point against Jimmy.
30-40.
No, it's the good old stuff.
Connors changing the pace on the ball. Now attacking.
And a break by Bjorn Borg. 1-all.
So a pair of service breaks to open the match.
Borg, 1-all.
The score being called by Rich Kaufman in the chair. His net judge, middle right of your picture, Dawn F. Bowman, a great-granddaughter of Fingers Fortescue, the legendary net judge. And she's flown in to work this match.
Love.
This is their fifth exhibition in Borg's preparation for a comeback, and Connors has won 3 of the 4.
First impression, Borg is not
15
serving
all.
that well at the beginning.
No, that may take a while to come back altogether for him. That's long, and of course, this is what Borg likes to do. He likes to pin you to the baseline and
30,
just hit
15.
groundies. And as good a ground stroker as Jimmy Connors is, certainly one of the finest ever to play the game, Borg has the edge.
Connors had an opportunity to attack on a short ball, but did not come in, started in and came back. Now across court. Oh, he goes behind him.
Wrong.
Oh, goes behind him. Great shot.
Now let's
30
watch
all.
Jimmy Connors' footwork. He's going to hit behind Borg. 2 forehands, inside out, and this one will catch Borg going the wrong way. 30 all is the score, and fault call.
Serve long.
Beauty by Connors if Borg gives him the short ball like that. And we'll see that
30, 40.
right here. Borg's strokes falling inside the service line, giving Connors the chance to approach, but he need go no further. A clean winner, setting up a break point, 30-40.
Short ball, but Borg does not come in.
Whoop.
Deuce.
They're playing on a plastic carpet, Supreme Court. Pretty fast court, Charlie. This is the third game of the match. If they go into a third set, the ultimate set, no tiebreaker observed. They'll play what the English call an advantage set. Must be ahead by 2 games. That's long, and another break point.
Advantage Connors.
Good serve.
Good, into his body.
Good serve, yes.
Hammer.
Yes. That's been the missing element thus far.
Deuce.
Second deuce.
Oh,
an
another
ace.
one. Oh, yes.
No, Bjorn Borg must have been listening to you, Charlie Jones. Said, I'll show him I can serve.
Advantage Borg.
So a service winner and an ace, and Bjorn Borg has a game point now. He was down 2 breakers.
It's long.
Game
No.
Borg.
So Borg will serve. First holding of serve today, Borg now out in front. First set, 2 games to 1.
Borg leads,
We'll be back
2
with
games
more
to
action
1.
of the challenge match. All right, we do have a radar gun here.
To measure
Talking the
serve.
Speed of the serve.
79 miles an hour on the serve. There it is. Radar gun
30
provided
love.
by Custom Quality Electronics.
Well, it's not in a league with somebody like Roscoe Tanner's 130 miles an hour. John Sadry, Chip Hooper. But it's effective. He's the preeminent player in the game right now, having won Wimbledon and the U.S. Open this year.
Connor's very relaxed.
Long.
40 love.
40 left.
Forty, 15.
Another balloon.
That may draw a smile now, but if we go to a third set, it's going to get a little testy. The ball boy, now the balloon ball. Clearing the court.
Hey, the Iceman
A smile.
has thawed momentarily. Now from 40 love to 40-30.
40, 30.
Connor's second serve clocked at 68 miles an hour. And that's 3 in a row that he's missed getting his first service in play.
From Connors. 2-all.
First set. And again, if needed, in the first and second set, this is the best of 3. Tiebreakers will be used. Third set will be played to conclusion if it goes to 3 sets. 2-all first set. Borg serving.
Serve and volley from Bjorn Borg.
Jimmy Connors.
And he didn't have the volley to follow a tremendous serve.
Love 15.
He rated his volley as a 6, and that shows it.
And wouldn't I love to have that 6?
Borg go in a more of an attacking mode now.
That's his first
15-all.
sign of an attacking feeling.
Cross court.
Connors will get it.
Touch volley. A lot of top spin. Court's open.
Bjorn Borg, and you'll see he's going to throw the ball out slightly in front of him so that he can attack, follow it to the net, which he did, but it's a sign of his not being very sharp yet. Played a bad volley and a bad overhead during that point and lost it.
Miss it.
15-40.
And a pair of breakers. Bad toss on that serve. And his second double fault costs him the service break.
So Borg has been broken twice, and Connors leads 3-2. We're in the first set of the challenge match. Stay with us for more tennis.
What were his reasons for stepping away from tennis? We asked him.
It might sound funny, but when I won, I was happy, but I was not really happy. I was maybe 2-3 years ago, and when I was losing, I didn't really care. Okay, I lost. What's the big deal? And I don't think you have to have that attitude. You need to really, care. If you lose a match, you should be really disappointed, and really think, what did I do wrong and things like that.
Connors caught the baseline. Now, that last stroke, the backhand chip approach of Bjorn Borg, is the stroke that seemed to separate these two guys in their rivalry. Borg showed it off in the 1978 Wimbledon final in a crushing victory, and we'll watch for it. Ooh, the fly volley!
Yes. Fire and ice.
All right. Connors is going to come in on the short ball, as he should. Down the line and watch him soar. 15 all.
Touch, nice touch.
And Jimmy is showing more ability to change the pace, to take something off the ball. Not living with steam throughout.
Playing his cards more subtly.
Service
Good
winner.
serve, good serve.
Let's watch that again. 30-15 point. Connors will go down the middle with this. So it wasn't too far to his left on the toss. 40-15.
Outside.
4-2.
Game Connors, he leads 4-2. Has the service break.
Connors leads
He is
4-2.
broken twice. Bjorn has broken Connors once.
He caught the sideline.
Borg still not putting the volley away, though. Still not putting the volley away.
He's probing.
15 love. 1 moment.
Connors will do what he does very well, lobbing under pressure, but it's short, and Borg goes right back at him as Connors was headed left. 15 love.
Borg's second serve, 61 miles an hour.
30 love.
Connors says he has had some back problems, but he said, I'm just getting old. I'm okay, and I'm going to have a lot of rest before the Masters in January that concludes the 1982 season.
Game Borg.
And Borg's first serve is only 57 miles an hour. A lot of spin. Borg holds serve, 4-3. Connors leads first set. We're playing the best of 3. Back in a moment. Gun.
Are we going to see the numbers appear?
Yes.
Not if it's a fault,
Not
huh?
if it's a fault. Not if it's that bad a fault. Second serve. Double fault.
First for Jimmy. Numbers on the wall. Won't you show us all? No cooperation from the server whatsoever.
We may just have to take it out, so the match may continue.
Wide. That's a temperamental service gun we have. Put it on camera, it chokes. Well, that's the tactic. Try to rush Borg if you can.
30. Borg needs a break to even the first set at 4-all.
Oh,
Nice volley. Nice volley. Below the net, nice touch.
now let's watch Connors.
30 all.
The percentage play is down the line, but Jimmy's best approach is cross court, which he does there to set up the volley. 30 all. Ooh, right on the center line.
40, 30.
Oh. 83 miles an hour, but wide.
One of his faster.
Connors.
So from love 30, Jimmy Connors wins 4 straight points to 5-3.
Connors leads 5-3.
Bjorn Borg trying to stay in the opening set. It's best of 3. If it goes to 3, there'll be no tiebreaker in the third.
First serve.
Looking down on the Supreme Court.
Love 15.
Woo! Good passing shot. When Borg attacks, Connors just chops him up.
Love
Borg
30.
is coming in. It's right to come in on that short ball.
He has to.
And it's a pretty good approach, but Jimmy Connors was anticipating well and made the play.
Remind his serve.
It's 15-30.
15-30.
Oh, that is so nice. So nice.
30 all.
Now, you don't see this from Bjorn very often, but he flicks the topspin lob
Well
to 30 all.
Stroke well hidden.
Usually depends on his passing shots. That was a good variation.
And again, Borg coming to the net behind his serve.
40-30.
Well, he's trying to work on everything today, which is a good way to go at it. Low toss. Both men got sidelines.
Game to Borg. Connors leading 5-4 first set, and we'll be back.
The Wimbledon champion, Jimmy Connors, to the 5 times Wimbledon champion, Bjorn Borg.
Love 15.
Great passing shot.
And a good start to breaking back at love 30.
Love 30.
Jimmy, the not good enough approach, as you'll see. Nobody's going to volley that ball. It's love 30. Side spin.
Changing the pace. It's long.
It is long, and that explains probably those 2 points tell you. I said before the percentage shot is down the line approach. Usually that is. There's Leonard Berglund, coach of Borg. But when Jimmy tried the down the line, which he tries infrequently against Borg, got past cleanly. So he went back to the cross-court approach to Borg's back end and won the point. Borg trying to play himself back into shape, mostly mental shape, after a long layoff from tournament play. He looks okay physically. Looked terrific.
Oh, yes.
Long.
30 all.
Now there's a shot that Borg would own normally, but just a little off in his timing. Rushed it. Jimmy Connors still with that old steel racket. Player's amazed how he can stay with it and play with it, but it's taken him right back to the top.
Outside.
Set point.
Borg misses long again.
Borg got a good shot at this game. Love 30, but now 1 point, and Jimmy will be ahead by a set. A miss hit,
He's
and
got
it's
it.
over.
Game first set, Connors 6-4.
Connors takes the first game. The first set, 6 games to 4. Again, the best of 3.
Second set, Borg to serve.
Borg to serve to start the second set.
Please, thank you.
Borg broken twice in the first set. Connors broken once. Down the line. Good shot. Borg isolated. Top spin forehand. Back into position immediately. On his toes. Again, perfect position. This is the first serve.
All.
15 all. Cross-court passing shot. Connors trying to duck the racket that flew out of his hand, and then he searches it out. Connors passed. And then he lost his racket. Now watch. He thinks it's above him. That's what he's ducking for. Then he sees where it is. Down the line.
All.
First game, second set. Connors took the first set, 6 games to 4. Touch. And a drop shot, cross court, got him. The drop shot and the answering drop shot on a touch cross court. Borg isolated. Coming in, back to live action. Borg with great quickness. And he misses wide. Go to deuce. In the first game of the match, Connors broke Borg's serve. This is the first game of the second set. We're deuce. Service fault. No. Oh, the line linesman called it in. I thought it dropped wide. Here's another look. Linesman looks as if he was correct. Outside. Game to Connors. Connors not going immediately to the crossover because he thought that there was a missed call and would be overruled. So let's hold it here just a second. No, that's it. We'll be back.
Play a little, Leonard, and I'm going to ask for your observations in a couple of minutes of how Bjorn's coming along in his preparations for the return. Okay.
Connors puts it away. Bud?
Right now, he is not. Usually, when he plays Jimmy, he has the initiative of the match. Right now, I can see that it's Jimmy who really has the initiative, and that's why I want to be changed. You know, right now he's not had the real confidence just in matches, but more matches and it comes automatically. And so far, he has been playing very well already in a lot of matches, you know, and beating them all.
Are you satisfied thus far?
Yes, I am.
40 love. Connors wins at love. Connors leads 2 games to love, Bud.
When do you think Bjorn will be ready to return to top form on the tournament trail, Leonard Berglund?
When the tournament starts in, I suppose it will be in February. He will start the Grand Prix tournaments, and I think that he will be ready. And in that we have a lot of matches, you know, and it's just matches what we really need.
He's broken a racket. How many did you bring with him?
Well, I have a lot, you know, so it doesn't matter too much. But, of course, it's good to play with the same racket as long as possible.
I know you don't recommend a racket toss along with the ball toss, but how's his serving form coming along?
His serve has been doing very, very well, I must say. He has been serving very well in Australia, and even when he was in America here for a month ago.
What's the most difficult thing for a player to regain when he's been away from tournament play for so long?
Well, the only thing you have to keep up to keep playing and accept to lose and keep going and trying. And what is good with Bjorn right now is that he's very enthusiastic. He has fantasy again, you know, he likes to play tennis. And that was the trouble, I think, in the end of last year, that it looked like to me that he didn't care too much if he was winning or losing. Huh?
Well, there's a second ace.
Well, you see, he serves better, and he did for a long time ago.
But that was clocked at 103 miles an hour.
There you saw it. That was the old...
the old Bjorn.
Yeah. He played very well in Australia. Very well. And Connors now has a lot of confidence, you know.
Yes, having won the U.S. Open in Wimbledon.
Yes, he's a lot of confidence. Playing very well. Looks to me that he serves better too than before.
Whoa!
There's another cross court.
Now, Leonard Berglund, let's watch Bjorn Borg right here. What would you say about this form?
Well, this game was absolutely the way he was playing Jimmy in the old time, you know.
1980.
Right.
Anticipating well?
Yes, and, you know, returning every point pretty sure, you know, and so on. Right now, I can feel that he's not really sure about his way of playing, you know. He's
Good
a little
footwork.
He's a little bit afraid, you know, waiting for Jimmy
Well,
to miss instead
We'll be
of,
back
you know.
after this, Leonard.
Okay.
Here today. Borg now picking up the pace in his ground strokes. A comparison of major tournaments, the French Open, the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, the Australian. Borg with 5 Wimbledons all in a row.
Wow, Leonard Bergling. Did you like that? Let's watch it again.
Yeah, that was a good forehand. Very good.
Timing all there?
That's right. And he came right to the ball, you know. He moved his feet and everything was just right.
How much work are you going to do before the first tournament now? Will there be a lot of practice?
A lot of practice, a lot of exhibition matches it's going to be. And of course I will try to play with Jimmy Connors, Vitas Gerlaitis, Lendl and these players, you know, just to get into real fast tennis and so on.
Do you think, after all the years of hard work, all the money, the millions Bjorn Borg has made, that the will is still there, the motivation to become a champion again?
It looks like he has the motivation again, you know, because what I can see, he's keen, he has fantasy, and he's enthusiastic, you know, just like he was in the young days, you know. And that's really, I'm just waiting him to play good matches right now, and I'm sure that he will do that. And you can see already right now that there's not much left.
Well, Connors is attacking more than ever before, don't you think, Leonard?
Oh yeah, that was I say before. Jimmy is playing with a lot of confidence, you know, and even his serve is improving. You know, he doesn't miss that much anymore.
Put it away.
Whoa! Well, Leonard Bergling, Bjorn Borg. Now, here's a sight we haven't seen too much of.
No, not for a long time.
No, coming up to the net
Yeah.
for the winning volley.
That's right.
It warms your heart, I know. And, Leonard, it's very good to have both you and Bjorn back on the circuit again. Taksumika Likatil, Leonard Bergling, the coach of Bjorn Borg.
Thank you.
So Borg now with a lift, breaking back and coming back immediately with the service ace. 2-all, second set. Connors taking the first set, 6-4. Attacking the backhand cross-court and the cross-court volley. Back live. be 40-15.
40-15.
Serving with much more authority. Serve and volley. Puts it
Game Borg.
Set it up with the first volley and put it away with the second. So Borg battling
leads
back in the
3-2,
second
second
set.
set.
Borg
First
leads
set, Connors.
3-2, second set. We'll be back in a moment. Borg has picked up the pace on his ground strokes.
Love 15. First serve.
First serve.
Oh, Borg has made more unforced errors, and he trails.
Love 30.
Love 30. Borg in a commanding position in the sixth game. Give him 2 breaks in a row. Service is wide. Radar gun, the speed of the second serve, 56 miles an hour. Borg runs around it. Block. Side.
Love 40.
Love 40.
Triple breaker. Borg with a chance to be ahead for the first time, really.
Serve was wide. Connors attacks. Puts it away. No.
No.
Doesn't hit it that well. Mishit it. Misses the lob. Mishit the volley.
Well, you're not watching a couple of volleying geniuses. There's
That's right. You rated Borg's a 6 and Connors an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Connors is the better of the two.
$65 miles an hour on the first serve.
Wide.
Wide.
Game Borg.
Game to Borg.
So, Bjorn Borg with a service break lead of 4-2.
Borg leads 4-2.
It's best of 3. As the missing person of tennis, Bjorn Borg surfaces.
Good serve. Cut shot that floated.
Out of the few shots you'll see Jimmy go to one hand on the backhand. Jimmy Connors, winner of 101 professional tournaments since he turned pro in 1972. He's the leader.
Came back cross court. I thought he'd come down the line.
15 all.
Well, they talk about each other. They say, there are no secrets. We've done it all before, and it just depends on who is a little higher. Ace 3 for Bjorn Borg.
30-15.
That's a good serve. Drives him in the corner. Go cross court. Goes right
Connors
back to
is
him.
there, back in the seats.
Goes back behind him. Connors said, I can't gamble twice.
So Borg, now look at Connors back in the right, dipping behind the linesman Ron Gates to make the play, but this time he's not there. 40-15. Hide and seek with Ron Gates. He's waiting, but it's not there. 40-15.
First serve.
Outside.
Well, three-game margin of 5-2 for Bjorn Borg.
We're in the second set. Borg leads 5 games to 2. He's up to service break. We'll be
Tennis and boxing. Not much bloodshed in this game, but otherwise, probe for your opponent's weakness and knock him out.
Love 15.
3 points from parity. Bjorn Borg lost the first set. 2-5, love 15. Second. On the line. Another missed hit. Good catch by Steve Hobbs.
15-0. Connors serving at 2-5, second set. Borg would love to break here. Start the third set on his serve.
On the baseline. 2 baseliners.
Rough shot. Not quite like that.
Borg was there. Borg would have made the play.
15-30.
Now, watch Connors. Bang it now. Take something off. Ooh, nice slice, but it didn't make it. There's his Wimbledon victory look.
First serve.
15-30. 2 points from set. Bjorn Borg, the receiver. They're back together again. Connors and Borg, and Jimmy with his second double. Whoops, that's first serve.
That was a lead on the
Led on the first. I'll learn this game, Charles.
You got it.
That court.
I made a statement that Borg would like to start the third set on his serve. I might correct that. He started sets 1 and 2 and was broken both times on his serve.
Well, that may be...
Maybe you prefer Connors to start the third. Most of all, he'd prefer to get to the third. First things first.
40. Second serve.
It is second serve.
Players agree.
Fault called on... And a gentle ribbing of umpire Rich Kaufman by the umpire. It's 30... who is the umpire by Connors. It's 30 all. And set point.
30-40.
Rich Kaufman, the umpire today. Cleo Lemire has been in charge of assembling the crew, and they've done a good job. Set point. Ace for
Service
Connors. Pretty good place for his first ace.
Deuce.
That will travel wide.
Advantage Connors.
Now, Jimmy startled Bjorn on this last point. After coming up to deuce, he plays serve and volley. Gets a fairly good ball to volley. And Borg's lob sails wide. It's advantage to Connors. The runaround return on...
Game Connors.
So Jimmy Connors, despite a set point, is still in at 5-3 for Borg, serving for the set.
Borg leads 5-3.
The crowd in the second set becoming partisan Borg. One reason they want to see a third set.
Well, I guess. They've paid very heavy prices, up to $32 to watch this match. So they want to hang around for a while.
Connors misses long.
15 love.
Ace
Service
for
ace
Bjorn
behind him.
Borg, 4 of them.
Connors anticipating he was coming down the middle.
30 love.
Miss wide, clocked at 102 miles an hour. That miss.
He's got it.
Good.
And 3 set points in a row.
40 love. Game.
There it is. The match is dead even, Charlie.
Game second set to Borg, 6 games to 3. Connors won the first set 6 games to 4. So we'll come back with a deciding set. It will be played to conclusion.
6-3.
Stay with us for
I
more.
felt really sorry that I was not there. But it was nothing to do, you know. So, but, you know, I was disappointed, but it was 2 good finals anyways.
So he'll be back this year, or next year, 1983. We'll be there. NBC, Breakfast at Wimbledon. We'll also be at the French. 2 majors.
Connors starts the third set, misses a volley into the net. Borg, from the middle of the second set on, has picked up all of his pace and his level of play.
He's lifted.
Perhaps the incentive that his coach was talking about when you were visiting with him. Misses wide.
15 all.
Now, Bjorn Borg, the tennis players use this word confidence so often. It's trite, and yet it means a lot to them. And it's strange. Here's an all-time great player, but he had trouble feeling his way into the match and getting confidence. And that's what happens when you've had a long layoff, as he has. Be back in tournament play, the Volvo Grand Prix in February, according to his coach, Leonard Berglund.
It's long.
30-15.
30-15. This is Charlie Jones, Bud Collins. We're at the Seattle Center Coliseum challenge match between Bjorn Borg and Jimmy Connors. We just started the third set. Connors won the first set 6-4. Borg the second set 6-3.
And Connors led in the second set, 2 games to none on an early break. He got
Cross
the
court.
line.
At the line. Outside edge.
Yeah. Cleo Lemire on the sideline. Signals good.
Hey,
Boy, and they're both enjoying it.
30 all.
Now, here's the stroke of doom. The Borgian backhand. Wing on the line. 30 all.
puts the volley away.
Well, we've seen both players on the assault today. And I suspect we'll see more volleying, more
30.
up close attacking play from both Borg and Connors in 1983. Which they should do, the way they can open up the court for their groundies.
Game Connors.
Game to Connors. He holds serve to open the third set. He leads 1-0 the third and final set. Stay
To
with
winning Wimbledon and the U.S. Open. And 2 is if I want to play as much as I did this year. I don't think I do. I don't want to play as many tournaments as I did. I played 17, 18 tournaments this year, and it's too much of a grind on me now.
But he's still grinding. Net cord. Borg with that incredible wide.
Now, this is the game. Borg's first serve of each set that he's had problems with. He's been broken.
And perilous.
Love 15.
Whoa.
Swinging volley, and Jimmy missed it.
That was buzzing with topspin and skidded through. Well, Jimmy, as he says, has had a heavy-duty season this year. 17 tournaments played, won 7, a 74 and a 10 won and lost record in matches. And the 2 biggies, Wimbledon and the U.S. Open.
$30-15.
30-15. Here's a program note at the conclusion of this match, time permitting. Stay tuned for an update on the Boom Boom Mancini story.
Until then, Boom Boom Borg and Connors.
Misses badly.
He let the ball get a little too close to him there.
30 all.
His footwork wasn't quite so sharp on that point.
30 all. Third set. Connors leads 1-0.
On the line.
Tries it again.
Now, Jimmy didn't give Borg much room for the passing shot. And it's break point.
30-40.
Good serve.
78 miles an hour on the serve.
Deuce.
Go to deuce.
Ace for Borg. He has 5. Connors has 1.
Advantage Borg.
Woo, I thought he had 6. Mark Rogers says fault. He's in charge of that line.
The line.
1 all.
One off.
So Jimmy Connors approaching down the line, looking for cross court, and Borg comes right back. The ball hit the top of the net and kept on going. 1 game all. This is the final set, and it will not be decided by a tiebreaker if it goes to 6 all. They'll play it out. Must win by 2 games. It is long.
Just barely.
15 love.
Who's making all the whats and yams back here? You want to bet 500 on this bet? You want to bet 500 on this? 500? Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Connors, little side action.
Side action, booking his own bets, I guess.
No,
He said, you want to bet 500?
No, I think he was getting comments from the spectators, and he just wanted to quiet them down.
Second serve.
Well, fault called by Ken Craig. There's that chipped approach of Borg. But Connors had an answer. Now, that's the stroke. The chipped backhand approach that took Borg away from Connors in the 1978 Wimbledon final, a rout.
40 love.
It's outside. Connors wins at Love We Are Live. Challenge match, Seattle Center Coliseum, and we'll be back.
And he's 4 years younger. What a magnificent rivalry this has been, going way back to 1973. Borg won the first one, but Connors was in charge for a good part of the time over the next few years. Out is the call.
Second serve.
Battle across court. Now they go cross court the other side, and Connors misses.
Bjorn Borg with the footwork supreme. He's always there, always ready, preparing his racket as he waits for the ball. 15 all.
Wide.
30-15.
Connors will take the ball sooner in the rallies. On the rise, Borg likes to let it drop a little more. Ace for Bjorn Borg, and that is a half dozen.
40-15.
40-15.
Game Borg.
Game to Borg.
Well, they're staying right together, neck and neck in this third set. There are the aces, a 7-1 margin for Borg. Connors hit one at a good time on a set point in the second set. Saved the game, but relinquished the set in the following game.
We're at 2-all, third and final set.
15 love.
Nope. Now, that was a good approach by Connors.
30 love.
Right at Borg, and gave Bjorn very little room for a passing shot.
Second serve.
That's a let. A good experiment. The U.S. Tennis Association at tournaments this year outlawing the let, just playing them, Charlie, at selected tournaments.
I disagree.
There was one of those balloons overhead.
The first one that we've had pop since the first set. There's the net judge, Dawn F. Bowman. Middle name, of course, Fortescue, great-granddaughter of Niles Fingers Fortescue. And she's worked very hard on her net tree. That's the science of judging the net. Drop shot.
Ooh!
Got it. Touch back. Good lob.
The only shot he missed was the easiest one. Let's watch him play a little cat and mouse.
40-15.
You're up there, Bjorn. Let's go back. Okay. Send it right back to the baseline. Now Connors with a fairly routine shot. Nets.
Fall Quick Sports Report. Basketball. Today the Soviet Union beat Indiana 87-77. They have 5 wins and 1 loss in the American Tour. See them on NBC next Sunday against Kentucky.
Think Bobby Knight like that?
Game Connors.
Well.
Connors leading 3-2. Third set. We'll be back in a moment.
3-2, final set.
Wide.
Wide.
Love 15.
Good serve. Good reach. It's open down the line.
Boy, what Borg did under pressure there with that forehand and was able to hook it.
15 all.
Connors will keep the ball very low with that slice, and look at Borg hooking it right back cross court and into Jimmy's body. 15 all. And that's good.
Excellent return of service.
15-30.
Jimmy Connors reading well this serve, anticipating and ready to bash that backhand. The brash basher from Belleville, Illinois. 15-30 second serve.
Cross-court matchup.
And a couple of breakers.
15-40.
Hit the sideline. Borg.
30-40.
30-40.
Bjorn catches the outside of the line. Connors is too wide to retrieve this one, which zooms down the line, but it's still break point. On the baseline.
Become a slugging match. Cross-court.
I thought his play might be a lob. He had to hit a shot that defied Connors on the volley. Now look, Connors is going to come up pretty quickly here. And here it is on the short ball, the ball in front of the service line. Borg goes cross-court, loaded it up with topspin, and Connors can't make the volley. 2 break points, and there's ace, number 7. So from 15-40, Borg has advantage.
Advantage Borg.
Well, a modified skyhook.
Deuce.
Connors on the attack. The lob will go up, and here's a skyhook. Copyright, Jimmy Connors, deuce a second time.
Short volley. But Connors cannot get to it.
Well, it was such a good serve. And this is what the improved serve to Bjorn Borg has meant starting in 1976 when he showed up at Wimbledon, suddenly serving like a bear. And, of course, his name Bjorn means bear because he doesn't have to make too much of a volley if he serves that well.
First serve.
His quality of service has improved in the third set. Outside, deuce.
3 deuces.
In fact, the level of play, both sides of the net, has risen in the third set. Connors leading the third, 3-2. We're at deuce, second serve.
Second serve.
That card.
Down the line.
He's got it. Woo! That's finished, Borg. We don't have to go back to yesteryear, but just retreat with our wondrous machines to see Borg turn it on. He has advantage. Third game point for him. He has averted 2 breakers in this game at 2-3.
First serve.
Just down the line.
Well, Bjorn Borg escapes. 3-all. Longest game of the match.
3-all.
You will? How much?
Yes.
Connors is still seeking some action in the first row of the spectators.
That's right. No takers. Okay, Bjorn Borg, the returned man against the man who has returned to #1 in tennis, Jimmy Connors.
Good spin serve. Connors to the net. But he's low. That's the problem that he's had. More so on the other side, but on that short approach shot.
Right. Low toss. He was trying to hook Borg wide, which he's done pretty well. Not with quite the authority John McEnroe does it.
15-all.
We're at 3-all in the third. There's not been a service break in the third. This is the concluding set.
Ace for
Got it.
Connors. Borg was looking down the middle, and that's #2.
30-15.
30-15. It's the 7th game. Third set.
The old spooky 7th game at 3-all.
Many call the key game. And he misses.
Game Connors.
Game to Connors. Connors holds serve. He leads 4 games to 3 at the changeover. We're in the third.
Cram, but never of this length. Ace 8.
Borg trailing 3-4. Everybody has held serve.
15 left.
Borg, he was going to go in. Ace 9.
Very low. Connors. He's almost surrendering on the serve.
Two aces in
Borg has
succession
served it
by
on her hand. He said,
Borg.
wasn't it in? It counts. Okay, we'll move on.
9 aces. Look out, guys. He's coming back.
There's another.
10 aces. 3 in a row.
40 love.
Well, he can tie an all-time record if the aces on this one.
Connors creeping in on the serve.
Well, he went for it.
Game Borg.
Well, we've seen more smiles from Bjorn Borg today than in his entire career on television prior to this.
4-all.
It is 4-all. Use the comparison to the fight. The crowd has picked up part of that enthusiasm.
Well, they like those knockout punches.
But anyway, got it. The serve set it up.
15 left.
4-all in the third. shot. Oh, that was a good shot.
all.
He scooped the low cross court and it never came out. In the third set right now, Borg has a little edge because he's serving just a little bit better than Connors right now. We're in the Seattle Center Coliseum. Challenge match between Bjorn Borg and Jimmy Connors. Third and final set. Tied at 4 games apiece. So Connors now has picked his level of serving just a notch.
So, a couple of serving volley points for Jimmy.
Connors' old serve. We're on serve through 9 games. Third set. Connors leading 5 games to 4. Stay with us. We'll be...
Connors in his prime. Borg should be approaching it. Ooh. And Connors is going to make Borg do it in this game, Charlie. He's going to get up there, just like he did against Ivan Lendl in the U.S. Open final. Pass me if you can, I think.
That fault was 88 miles an hour on the serve.
And 2 points from victory, Jimmy Connors. Forcing.
Love 30.
Connors with not too many opportunities to get up because Borg stroking with depth, but wham goes one, and here he comes, but he doesn't need to be there to volley love 30.
Serve at 94 miles an hour.
And what a return.
He's been forcing into the backhand also. He does it again. Still to the back.
That was long.
Just long.
It was the right play by Connors.
15-30.
He's pinning Borg into that backhand corner.
Well, the big chance now for Connors. 3 match points.
15-40.
Connors going for the net,
Attacking.
daring Borg to pass him 2 match points.
It's long.
1 match point.
30-40.
Brushed aside, but here's another.
30-40. First serve failing Borg.
And a
Deuce.
We're at deuce. Service falls. Again, Connors pinning Borg in that backhand corner. Short ball, he'll attack. Put it away. He's got it.
And that's point 3.
Advantage Connors.
Second deuce. As Connors flirts for victory.
Deuce.
But Borg having a problem with his first serve in this game.
Well, what's the call?
Borg thought it was long. Linesman said it's on the line.
And it is called good. Dean Davis, there's the umpire, Rich Kaufman. Dean Davis signaled good at the baseline, confirmed by Kaufman. Match point number 4. And Borg going for it. He had to have it. Deep in the corner where he was.
And Borg's first serve has returned.
So Connors, the approach that has earned him the match points, but this time Borg, with that awesome backhand, gets to the third deuce.
Borg coming in. Volley off the backhand side.
I guess so. I don't know if it was planned or not. He got a little late slice on it. He'll take it. And Borg has a game point.
Advantage Borg.
He has dug himself out of 4 match point traps. And the match will go on.
Borg struggles but holds. We're at 5-all. Third and final set.
No tiebreaker in the final set today. They'll play it out in an advantage set margin of 2 games.
5-all.
So Bjorn Borg, one of those familiar escapes. 4 match points.
Thank you.
And escaping the #1 player in the world of tennis, James Scott Connors. That is why.
White.
15 left.
A colossus at each end of this court. Very unusual for James to miss this shot. He's up, hooking, but finds the net. 15-30. Boy, that was easy after that serve, and that is a mark of the improved Connors serve, getting more slice, being able to hook wider. You see there, big slice, and Borg is out of the play. Connors can go either way. He wishes it's 30-all.
Another good serve.
40-30.
These two seem to have an interest in a match when they play one another.
They really do. The level of play and the level of intensity rises at the same time.
Ooh, and Connors wins the game.
Game to Connors. Connors leading now 6 games to 5, third and final set.
Connors leads 6.
The challenge match continues, so stay with us for more outstanding Borg serving 5-6.
As Bjorn saved 4 match points 2 games ago. Connors, once again,
It's like
move
a
forward.
mini skyhook volley.
Yeah.
Low 15.
Save that one for the archives.
Of 15.
Pressuring Borg all the time. Whoops.
Double fault.
And that's the third for Borg.
30.
Double faulted twice in the first set. In both
Yeah.
games, he was broken.
And 2 points from defeat. Toss difficulties. Ooh, and again, that tall and dangerous stack.
Low 40.
3 match points.
Borg serving at love 40.
Leonard Bergling, coach, looking on. This is the 5th match point. Connors is held all together. Nice time for a balloon to pop overhead, second serve.
Connors again, going to the backhand. Getting him in the corner. Now he moves him.
Now Borg with the approach. Okay, there goes match point 5. And here comes number 6.
15-40.
Bjorn Borg skipping through a minefield.
Again, problems with the first serve.
That's long.
30-40.
Another match point evaporates. And here is number 7. The perils of Bjorn. Whoa! From love 40. Like climbing a grease rope, but he's up to deuce.
Deuce.
Whoa!
Volley.
It is good.
Excellent.
Perfection.
Excellent love. Advantage Connors.
Gee, stretch volley by Borg, but Jimmy Connors, who lobs so well, finds the baseline. Here's match point 8. And there it is.
There it is.
Jimmy Connors winning the third set and final set, 7-5. That was the only service break of the concluding set. Connors won the first set 6-4. Borg the second set 6-3. Those balloons that have been popping in the first and the third set now cascade to the tennis court here at the Seattle Center Coliseum. The challenge match today, and what an exciting afternoon of top tennis that we have had between Jimmy Connors and Bjorn Borg, with Connors winning it 7-5 in the third. We'll be back in a moment.
Some good tennis today, really.
Well, it was very good tennis. You seem to really get it together when you play this guy.
Well, we've played a lot of great matches in the past, Bud, and you know, whether you play in the finals of Wimbledon or the U.S. Open, or we play a match like we have here, we're both going to give it the best we have, and that's what makes for great tennis for us and for the fans.
Well, we're trying to get Bjorn Borg over here, please, Bjorn, because there you go, and Jimmy Connors has... Bjorn, welcome back. We've missed you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And congratulations. How far along are you in your preparations?
Well, if I continue to play the way I did today, I thought we had a great match, and
I really like
another
to thank
great
everybody
match.
that's
You know,
here.
usually when Jimmy and myself play, we always play good matches, and
Bjorn Borg,
today was another great
speaking to
match.
the crowd here, he is back.
Well,
There's no
we're looking
question about
forward
it
to
right
many
now.
more.
As that wraps it up in
Jimmy
Seattle, let's go to
Borg.
Mike Adamle in New York. Mike?
Thank you.